Welcome back, guys, to another part of this walkthrough. Let's get right to it. Get my notes out. Part 10. All right, let's do this. So first up, guys, we're at the round table hold where we left off. We're going to go buy a crossbow. First things first. To do that, we're going to go down to our favorite merchant. And by now, you can kind of see why I call this guy my favorite merchant in the game. He literally sells you almost everything you need. I still don't have a name for him, though, yet. Still trying to think of that. Maybe by the time we get to the end of this, we'll have a name for him. Go over here, though. Buy yourself a crossbow. Also buy yourself about 50 bolts. And then once we do that, head over to this grace right here, the Fallen Ruin Slate Grace that we had previously got in another episode, and mark the church right there. What we're going to do in the next two episodes, guys, is we're going to become extremely overpowered. Basically to the point where we'll be able to get through the rest of the game with ease. Go up here and talk to him. Tell him they didn't seem right.
Aha, my doubts. The words of the two truly, nor I believe, even worse. That's the part that.
And then after that, just keep talking to him. Oops.
Oh,
he's going to give you 5 festering bloody fingers.
Give it a try.
And so now,
be sure
yeah.
No reason the
so basically just try doing your invasions. So use the bloody finger, festering bloody finger. We have to do 3 of these. We don't have to actually do these. All we have to do is just invade the other worlds and then leave 3 times. And once we do that, we will be able to progress his quest, which we need to do. And it looks like I'm going to have the same problem I had as in the prep. So one of the best places I found for doing this is the Academy Gate Grace right here. Academy Gate Town Grace. Yeah, this episode could go extremely fast or extremely slow depending on how we get invasions. Yeah, that's the bad thing about, doing something PvP for a recorded episode, because you don't know how long it's going to take. The good thing is once we get one, the rest will come pretty easily. There we go, invading another world. So once we get that message, we know we're good. All we have to do is invade and then just leave, basically. And we have to do this 3 times. Once you do that, just go ahead and leave. That's 1. 2 more to go. Hey, right off the bat. See what I mean? Once you get one to go, then they seem to like all go real easily. Only one more to go. I'm not the biggest fan of invasions. I've got mixed feelings on it. I kind of like it, but at the same time, again, they can be very annoying. You know, when you're playing with friends online. When you're just trying to, on a Friday night, Friday night you have a nice cold beer and you're playing with your friends online, and then you get invaded by just people spamming spells and shit. That just kind of gets annoying. But I mean, it's a Dark Souls game. It's all Souls games are like that. So you just learn to live with it. Once we do 3 of those, that's all we needed to do. Go back to your church. The Rose Church, I believe, is the name of it. I mean, I like how invasions, you can farm rune arcs through invasions. That's cool. Kind of gives you a purpose to do them. Just go back here and talk to him again.
Oh, lamb, I'm glad. You have a. I wish to
Anoint me.
So.
He'll give you the Lords of Blood's favor. And then we already have this done. So all you have to do, guys, is head to this church right up here. We unlocked it earlier in a previous episode, Church of Inhibition. Just go up there. Once you spawn in, you'll see this dead maiden right here. Do dye cloth with maiden's blood, Lord of Blood's favor, and then come right back to there. I wish there was a grace there. Why did they not put a grace there? I mean, it's super close by, but still, they could have put a grace by the church. It wouldn't have hurt. This is already going faster than the prep did. It took me actually a long time to get an invasion going in the prep, so it'll be good.
You've completed and with this, a night now.
So, offer finger. Clench your teeth or something.
Clench your teeth.
One of the most catchiest lines in the game. Clench your teeth or something. Now you can do unlimited invasions whenever you want to farm rune arcs. And then talk to him one more time. He'll give you a medallion.
Oh, enough. A medal granted by the new Mohg dynasty, with the power to grant audience with luminary Mohg. I've gone out of my way to provide one.
You mustn't use it just yet. And we're going to be like, you mustn't use it just yet. Go in your inventory, go right up to the medallion, and click use. You mustn't use it just yet. No, we are going to use it right now. It's like Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. You mustn't touch this button. You can't touch this button. Touch this button? Yes, touch this button. Good times. Get the map. Run up here and get the grace. Run up here. Don't worry about killing these guys. They don't give you many runes at all, so you might as well not even bother with them. Smithing stone 7. Just roll if they're in the way. That's the best way to get by them. Just run up here. 289. They give you 289, and at this point, that's not very much. Jump up here. Jump up here. Jump up here. Jump over here. I messed that up. You were supposed to jump on the gravestone there. You got the point, though. Then go into here. Before we go in, though, we gotta enable a torch. And also, yeah. So enable your torch. Enable your summons. And then run to the left. Stay to the left-hand side. Run around here. Stay to the right. Grab this. Very important. Grab this. You'll need that in a bit. Run through here. Up the stairs. To the right. And you're going to see this doorway up there. Run over there. You can also get this right here, too. And just run right up through here. Alright. And then switch your torch back to your Bloodhound's Step, because you're going to need that here in a moment. Rest there. Lord's Runes, number 10. Okay, so right up there was where we want to go. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pop your physic just in case you die. Protect your runes. Go over here. Best way to go about this is run right up here. Bloodhound Step. Bloodhound Step. Open the chest. Get the stone, and then Bloodhound Step out of there. And then rest at the Grace. Once we got the Somber 10, then we're going to go get the Swarm of Flies. So go back to the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance. We're going to run down here. Summon your horse. And then I want to stay to the right-hand side here. Until you get out into this area. Then you can just ride straight. So the first cave we do not want to go in. Don't go in there. However, the second cave on the left-hand side you do want to go in. Pick up this back here. Swarm of Flies. Very important. And then continue on riding on the left-hand side. Just follow the mountain cliff up. It's going to open up into this area up here. Just ride this up. And then get the Grace. Alright, so what we're going to do here, I want to show you this farm spot. So this is the farm spot that will take you basically to the end game. What you want to do here is not that. I meant to do that. Apply your crossbow. Have your bolts in here. Make sure your bolts are set in that slot. And then make your crossbow one arm and both arms like this. You're going to rest at the Grace. You're going to cock your crossbow. And you're going to stand right here where the rock breaks apart. And you're going to look right into here. And you're going to shoot the second that bird turns around. That bird should run off the edge. And when it does, that will give you a good 11,000 runes. So we are going to do this 5 times to have 50,000. That's what we need. 50,000. So We'll wait for him to churn, and then fire. And there we go. That's 50,000. And that's all we need. So you might have to do that a couple times to get 50,000. Once you get 50,000, head back to the round table hold. And now, go back here. Let's take the Bloodhound's Fang to +10. And come over here. Take your Mimic tier all the way to +10. And see, I'm short some runes. This is why we picked up a bunch of great runes, so we could use those. It says 11,000. I need some more. There we go. And there we go. Mimic +10. So now we have our Mimic. We can replace that. We are done with the Fanged Imp Ashes. We can go right to the Mimic tier. So now we have our Mimic plus... it says +9. Should be +10. I guess I need 14,000 more. Alright. We're going to just pop a bunch of shit then. There we go. That'll be enough. There we go. Now we have a +10 Mimic. So now, if you look, we should have a +10 Mimic and a +10 Bloodhound's Fang. So level up all the way weapons. Let's go to the Grace here. We are going to put Swarm of Flies right there. We're going to put the Dragon right there. We're going to replace that with Flame of Frenzy. Okay. And then level Mimic +10, your request. Alright, so the next part we need to do is go back to Murkwater Cave, all the way back in Limgrave. There's something we're going to need to get for an item that we're going to need for a boss. And we get it from Yura's quest. Once we get spawned in, just run right back outside. Go to the left once you get out of that cave, and just ride the river down. Talk to Yura, run through his dialogue.
I'm Yura, Tarnished. You stay the path. Just remember, don't know your emotion. One last word. Stay clear. And it's just so. Stay clear.
Once he says, perhaps we will meet again, go to the main academy gate. And just for reference, I know I clicked on that really quick. We're right here. Turn around, ride your horse down this one, the northeast one. Right after this rock, there will be a invader sign right here. Be summoned to assist Yura Hunter. And then we're just going to help Yura take out the invader here. And I'm fat rolling, but I guess whatever. Yourself a rune arc, and also move. We'll move on Yura's quest. So that's a good thing to mention too. You know, whenever you're going into another person's world, your rune arc is not active. So if your endurance is not enough to carry your weight, your equipment, you're going to go into that other person's world at a step down. So once you get back, talk to Yura, run through his dialogue. He will give you a smithing stone 5.
Here's a token of thanks.
And then just continue to talk to him.
Yeah, she is the deadly, but in spite of if she
Until he
goes, there is no
says,
change.
be on your way. Once he says, be on your way, we're going to go all the way to the Atlas Plateau. And we're going to mark this church right here. And we are going to go, oh, is that a 1? I don't know if that's a 1. Nope, it's a 2. Just a second. Let me clean up my maps again. Wish there was one button you could just press that says clear all. Make the Second Church of America, select that, and go to the Bower of Bounty, Grace. I like the map overall, like I said in a previous episode, but I just wish there was like a button like the clear all for markers like that, because that'd be nice. There should be a spirit spring right up here. So yeah, if you head west from that Grace, there'll be a spirit spring. Jump, and when you jump off, jump to the left. There'll be a graveyard to your right. Run straight ahead. And we're going to jump in here. We're going to talk to Yura.
Eleanor, but I've learned, I've sliced, please.
He'll give you the blade, the Nakiba, I mean. And while you're waiting for her to spawn in, buff your blade. She's going to spawn in right over there. And she has a dragon attack. So now, which she never used to have before. Maybe she did, but just take her out. She should be pretty easy at this point in the game. But she does have a dragon roar attack that if she gets you with, that's what we needed. Purifying Crystal Tear. We'll need that for the Lord of Blood fight, which we're going to be doing real soon here. Eleanor's Pole Blade. It's an okay blade if you're running an Arcane Blade. With that, though... With that, we are at 23 minutes, and it says end of the episode on my notes. But we actually might go try to kill Lord of Blood in this episode. If you guys want to on this episode, you can join me. Dynasty Mausoleum Midpoint is where we want to go. And this is a hard fight. This is the hardest fight that I think you're going to have to do in this playthrough, besides like the final boss. Final boss is a challenge, but we'll talk about that when we get there. No need to stress about things we're not even to yet. But yeah, just run over here. We are going to take on we have time in this, so we're going to try a few runs. We might die. We might get it. Who knows? But we have our plus 10 weapon. We have our plus 10 summon, so why not give it a shot? Oh, and... I'm an idiot. Go back to that Grace real quick. Before we go in the fight, the very reason we just did Yura's quest, go down to Mix Wondrous Physic, keep your Twiggy tier, but change this to Purifying Crystal tier. Purifies the Lords of Blood, Curse, and the Mist Physics. And I'll show you when we use that. So make sure you have that. And now we can go up. Now I have to remember too not to walk down an elevator shaft since we pulled the elevator. I guess you can't walk down an elevator shaft. It's a giant rock. I guess I never noticed that before. It took me 2 tries in the prep to kill Mohg, so if I can do it in the first try, I'd be really very, very happy. But if not, we can always carry it on to the next episode too if we don't get it here. So the cool thing about the Mimic tier is it doesn't use magic, so we can actually replenish. It takes half of your health though, so replenish with your health once you summon your Mimic. We're not going to pop our Physic right away. We're going to save that for just a bit. And make sure you have this. Gold Pickled Foulfoot. You'll definitely want one of these after you kill him. Definitely. But yeah, we're just going to go in and we're going to give it a try. There's the DLC content right there. I'm telling you, Mikola. Mikola is gonna be released in a DLC. Maybe not the next DLC. Like I think Fall will have a DLC, but I don't think. Maybe we'll see Mikola in this DLC. I don't know. I feel like Mikola's DLC is going to be really big because Mikola was like the chosen son to be the ruler after Radagon and whatnot, and after the Shattering. And there's a big lore behind Mikola. A lot of speculation too out there on the internet about that. Pretty cool cutscene though. I'm just curious what Mikola is going to look like because Mikola and Melania were twins. They were twins from Radagon. So it's just going to be interesting to see.
Dearest Mikola. You must abide alone a while. Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty.
Pretty cool boss. Summon your Mimic. Get that out. Bloodflame Blade. And yeah, we won't have to switch that just yet. Okay, now pop your Physic. See, I knew we would die. It's the same way I actually died in the very first time I tried this in the prep too. I would have been amazed if we would have got it the first try though. Also, we are fat rolling now, so we have to take off. Oh, yeah, we are fat rolling. So take off that. You should be fine then. And yeah. That was a cheap shot. Wow, I hate that. That is an asinine move. There we go. Pop your gold pickle Thawfoot. We're going to get a bunch of runes. 546,000. A lot of runes. So yeah, not too hard of a fight with our level, with our setup. I mean, we'll be fine with that. That's why I think it's totally plausible for you guys to come here and do that right away. And with that, after killing the Blood Lord, what you're going to do, guys, is we're going to pop Renala's Remembrance. We're also going to pop Mohg's Remembrance, the one we just killed. And we're going to take Vigor to 50. We're going to take Endurance to 25. And we're going to take Dex to 20. So that's where we're at now, guys. 50, 25, and 20. Strength leave there. Dex leave there because our Bloodhound's Fang scales with an A in Dex. And actually, let me check that real quick. Let me check that. I'm pretty sure it scales with an A in Dex. I don't want to lie to you guys. A B index. Okay, so a B index. I thought it was an A, but I guess it is a B. So, take that to 50, take that to 25, and take that to 20. And then level up. Now, I'm also going to pop another Great Rune, because why not? So there we go. At that point now we can put on the helm for this, and we'll have the full immunity for this scaled helm armor set. And we'll have that, so we can put on our Bloodhound's step again there. And there we go. So now we are looking really good, guys. We're looking awesome. We're at level 81. We haven't even tackled the capital yet. We have a 60 vigor, which is the hard cap for vigor. We have endurance, so we can wear everything we need. We have our dex, which is good, and we have enough faith to run some incantations. We'll just be pumping up dex, and we'll be pumping up faith too, so we can use more incantations without rune arcs and whatnot later on. But that's how we're going so far, guys. We have 645 on our attack power, and at this point of the game, it's just plain ridiculous for our Bloodhound's Fang. So we're looking really good, guys. That was a very successful episode. I didn't have that all planned in there, but I guess that's how we go. So stay tuned, guys. More coming soon.